Good morning! Friday energy. Friday! Oh my goodness gracious. Good morning! Oh, you know what time it is. Yes, this morning all I'm going to do is sing the bed music. Sorry. No! Good morning and happy Friday. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom with your friend Open Phones. And what was I going to say? Thank what? Thank what? Thank you. Thank you. Thank goodness it's Friday. Hey guys, I just invented a slogan. And on this Friday, as on every Friday morning, we have one mission. And that is to answer your questions with this deck of cards. How, you ask, how will we do it? It's simple. You ask in the chat. I read in the chat. I shuffle. I draw. I interpret. And that's it. Who wants to begin? Rad Ideals is here. Good morning, Rad Ideals. Rad Ideals gets us started by asking if I love doing this and if it gets tiring. Well, Rad Ideals, I've been doing this for a whopping 2.5 months. So far so good. I find it energizing. I find it fun. I think it's rad and cool. But it becomes markedly less fun, rad, and cool if nobody's got any questions. Who here has a question for these cards? Well, first of all, what am I even saying? It's time to crack us open. Let's open this up. We've got to drop one on everybody. Hi, Liliana. Liliana, don't go nowhere. I'm going to drop a card on everybody. Ready to get us started on this Friday. We're going to drop a card on everybody. We're going to get the tone set, please. It's Venus Day, Friday, the day of love. Tune your spiritual engines to love. Right? Let's do this. Let's just do it. Happy Friday, Mel L. How you doing? We're about to drop a card on everybody. The collective card. Good morning, Jordan. I hope you're having a great Friday. Hi, Jamie. Love, love, and more love. That's right. It's Venus Day. We got to celebrate love. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm about to answer everybody's question with these cards for free. But first, we're going Grand Rising, Keisha. Hi, Jen. Jen, you're so kind. The show is here. Everybody's piling in, right? We're going to drop cards on questions all morning long. But first, we're going to drop one on everybody. So stick around for this, because here it comes. This is going to be your Friday Tarot Morning Wisdom. If you want to just come in for a minute, say hi, and bail. Guess what? This card is for you. Let's figure out what we got here, Jordan. Okay. I'm not worried about this card. Let's see it. That's what I say. Friday, collective card for us all. Ooh. Oh, cards. Oh, cards. I am pulling tarot cards, sweet Keisha. Or Keisha? Yeah, Keisha. And specifically the Pamela Coleman Smith deck from 1909, if you really want to know. But first, I need to show the collective card to everybody because we've got work to do. I pulled a 5 of Pentacles, which means we got to get moving on our missions. Now, I'll grant you, I know why I caught this card. Why did we all catch this card? What do we got? What work do we have to do in the material world before we embark on our exciting weekend of One hopes relaxation, frolic, and excitement. Something to think about as we step into the Hierophantic Fives. Yeah, there we go. Cleaning my home, says Jordan. Always a mission of mine. Shower time for Liberty Graham. Hi, Liberty Graham. Hey, Fei Fei. Aw, Fei Fei, it's good to have you here. I love your energy, Keisha. So, okay. Who's got a good one to get us started here? Oh, wait, say more about the card. The Five of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles is in the Hierophant energy, and we are pushing upward towards love inside of that Hierophant energy at 5. In the material plane, we've got to grow towards it. Do you feel me? Hi, Mariah. How are you? All right. Who's got a question for these cards? Well, Rad is right out the gate here. Get over here, Rad. You're first in line again. Congratulations. Were you first Wednesday? I don't know. Rad plus Liz equals what? That's what's going to get us started, as Rad Ideals asks. Is Liz my soulmate? Maybe, maybe not. Right? I don't know. Let's see what the cards have to say about you plus Liz. Is Liz my soulmate? Asks Rad Ideals. Thank you. Here we go. This is how it works, guys. If you're just getting in here, you're going to see how it works. My name is Open Phones. Hi. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. Rad Ideals has asked a question. That question is Liz my soulmate? I don't know. Let's see what the cards have to say. Interesting response to that. All right, Rad, I'm dropping you into the Andromeda's breadbasket. That's right. We're going to do a breadbasket right out the gate. It's a relationship spread for those who don't know. It's the proprietary 4-card Open Phones relationship spread called an Andromeda's breadbasket. Here's how it goes. It goes fast, don't worry. And ask for it by name. Here's you, Rad. 4 cups. And you can see it in the artwork. You can see it like, I don't know. Is Liz my soulmate? Where's Liz? Oh. Well. Liz, according to the cards, is bringing authenticity to the table in the most divine way possible. We're talking about the Star card. This is one of the most positive and sustaining energies of the whole deck. This is the energy that's living inside of the tower before the tower falls. This is the energy that gets set free when the tower falls. Whew. That's intense. To date. Sometimes. What about the energy created between the two of these? Oh, shit. Look, the 4 becomes a 5, and we see that 5 of Pentacles that we were talking about just 2 minutes ago, reflected inside of emotion. And yes, you get the card of grief here for the energy created between the two of you, but that doesn't necessarily have to result in grief. It can result in love with work. But what about the material result? Oh. Does La Bella Luna suggest soulmate-ism to you? Look at it. It's the moon card. This feels to me, Rad, like, it's like biblical divinity coming for you and saying you better believe that there is power inside of this relationship. Whenever the moon drops on a relationship, you know it's real. And it's filled with mystery and divine femininity. Yeah, divine femininity. And dream. And darkness. As it meets with light. Does that hit, Rad? Doot. Oh, Gina. Hi, Gina. Hi, Kay. Hi, Jordan. Okay, we're answering questions. Okay, that hit for Rad. We're going to get moving now because I'm seeing questions flying through this thing. For those who don't know, my name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm dropping cards on questions. Let's get going. Good morning, Alexia. Oh, okay. Keisha, get over here. I love that question. Well, I'm not going to literally... okay, Keisha's here and has asked a provocative question that I find interesting, so I've stopped. Is my 5-month-old a starseed? Do we know this concept in the chat when a child is determined to be a star seed, as in like a divinely blessed offspring, I guess you'd say. Well, Keisha's here saying, is my 5-month-old a star seed? I don't know. Well, Mel L is here and saying that they're a star seed. I like it. I love it, actually. Let's find out what the cards have to say about, and look, I'm not going to up and down vote whether your kid's a star seed using this deck, okay? I'm not going to be like, oh, sorry, no. Your kid isn't special. The cards have spoken. I mean, but let's just read into it and see what's up. Keisha's asking, is my 5-month-old a star seed? What's happening? Are they like moving things around with their mind in the crib? Here we go. Ready, Keisha? This suggests some incredible power in the material plane. A 9 of Pentacles drops and we see power in the material plane. This doesn't necessarily like get to the wands of it all, but do you see an opulent beauty in her ravishing garden with her exotic rare bird, which she is perfectly comfortable having on her gloved hand, inside of a golden environment of spiritual connectivity? I don't know. I think that looks like a starseed to me. Up and down, but whoa, it's Sabrina! Sabrina, how you doing, Queen? Sabrina, who, was it just last weekend that we did a private read? I forget. It all becomes a blur after a while. Alexia, get over here, Alexia. Oh, Alexia. Alexia's worried about her former boyfriend, Jason, and asking if he still thinks about her. I'm sure he does. I'm sure. What up, Ashley? Ashley, it's wonderful to have you. Hi, Toonie Pig. How you doing? Come here, Alexia. Does Jason still think about me? Or is he happy with his new girlfriend? Oh, Alexia. You know what I'm wishing for you right now on Venus Day, the day of love? I wish for you to reach into yourself and find some connection to yourself in this moment as you find yourself swordsing yourself about Jason and his current girlfriend. Because honestly, Queen, if swords are the symbol of thought in this deck, you're swordsing yourself right now. We know that. Does Jason still think about me, or is he happy with his new girlfriend? I think we may have even pulled this card on you in this. Maybe I am imagining it. But what we have here is the Page of Pentacles, suggesting somebody on a new path. And suggesting that they are, yes, happy about it. Alexia, I hope that you can just, like, continue to reach toward peace within yourself around this former relationship. Learn what there is to learn, but live in the present and move on. The old person's spoken. Look, all right. Grandpa Moses over here says, move on. What? Do with that what you will, sweet Alexia. 21 Fall Out at the disco. Get over here. Okay. 21 Fallout says, I'm at a crossroads. What do I do? Come here, 21. Come here, 21. What's the crossroads? What's the crossroads? Guess what we're going to do, 21? I want to do a crossroads drop on you. I'm thinking of just calling it that. The crossroads drop. It's a 2-card drop. One side of the crossroads, the other side of the crossroads. You're welcome, Alexia. I wish you nothing but the best and peace within yourself, Queen. Crossroads drop for 21. Etc., 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 etc. All of the band names. Spirit's been screaming at me like crazy, and it's confusing. All right. Look, 21, get over here. Crossroads have 2 directions. Am I right? You can go left or you can go right in the abstract. So card number 1 is going to be one direction of the crossroads, and card number 2 is going to be the other. Are you ready, 21? You don't have to tell us anything. What up, Chocolatito? Good morning. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm dropping cards on questions for free. Ask the questions in the chat. My name is Evan Phones. Okay, 21. Ready? We're doing it. One, the other. One, the other. 21 is at a crossroads. They don't know what to do. They're all balled up inside. They could go this way. They could go that way. If they go this way, this card's here. If they go that way, thank you, this card's here. On the left, 21, we have Wisdom enthroned. Wisdom enthroned in a King of Swords. This is a King of Swords, and therefore this king will not be lied to, will not be deceived, will guide the way using their clean, crisp sword of truth. What up, Bruce? Hi, Bruce. Sword of truth in one hand. Other side, the right hand path. I don't know. I'm not going to get into Kabbalah with this. Interesting. The other side has work, but in the best possible form. Materialization in the best and smoothest and most harmonic possible form. The Eight of Pentacles, all right? So if you go this way, you're going to be making. And if you go this way, you're going to be thinking. Which sounds best? Who here is interested in having their questions answered by these cards? If you have it in you to share this broadcast as it is happening, I've been told by the app that that's highly positive in the app's eyes. Oh, and the app has so many eyes. Do it not. Okay, Mel L, you've been so patient, Mel L. Thank you for having an open next to your name. I see that, and it makes it so much easier for me to see your questions when you go to the trouble, yes, of joining that little fan club. Because then I see open next to your name, and then I know that you care. Like Mel L cares. And Mel L's here asking a question about her and Ed. She says, will Ed and I get married? Oof. I don't know. Let's check out what the cards have to say. Mel L. Do you want to get married to Ed? Should Mel L get married to Ed or not? That's not your question. I'm not going to twist your question around into something that it's not. You simply said, hi, Elliot. Sabrina, I'm going to get your question. You know that. What up, Uari? Sorry, I lost it. Will Ed and I get married? Here we go. Will Ed and I get married? Drum roll. Mel wants to get married. She's sick and tired of waiting around. Oh, Mel. How much power do you have in this, sweet Mel? Can't you, All right, Mel. Here we go. Will Mel and Ed get married someday? Oof. Well, honestly, Queen, whenever I get this card anywhere near this context, it feels to me like a hard yes. All right. This is a card of stability, and this is a card of, I mean, like, if you think about marriage as an edifice, as a structure, the most benevolent caretaker of that structure is this here emperor, because this emperor is I guess you'd say the receptive side of the Empress energy at 3 is there to collect it, treasure it, love it, and realize its intention within the universe. Does that hit? Gina, oh honey, Gina, come over here. Gina Scarcella Glass. Report to the screen, please. Gina, please report to the screen. I am so sorry to read in this chat where you file questions if you are interested in having your questions answered. To read that you lost your husband 6 years ago. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is a devastation that is almost impossible to hold in my imagination. I'm so sorry that happened to you. You're here Welcome, by the way. My name is Open Phones. It's nice to have you here on a Friday. You're asking if you're going to find another connection anytime soon. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's just see what the cards have to say about you and finding a connection sometime soon. How can I'm asking myself as you, how can I best tune my spiritual instrument to attract a new connection? Sometime soon, please. Okay. Sweet Gina Scarcella Glass. I'm really glad that you dropped by. How can we help Gina tune her spiritual engine to attract fresh connections? Interesting. Gina, you've been given the Hermit card. I have one tiny question for you. Is this Hermit card suggestive of a hermiting state that you may have been occupying or are occupying currently? Have you placed yourself upon that snowy hill? Have you donned the cloak? Have you taken up your staff and your lantern? Have you grown your beard all the way down to your almost to your navel, really? Well, the cards would like to talk to you about that. Because, as I think I was saying just last broadcast, there is one rule. There's one rule about finding a soulmate, about finding a connection, about finding anything. And that is that you have to, yes, leave the house. You have to not be the hermit. You can still stay strong, like the hermit. And the hermit, don't get it twisted, sweet Gina. When you are inside this card, you have earned this card with suffering. You have earned this card with experience. You have earned this card with grief. With grief. You have become capable, thank you, Sabrina, of generating light, of holding light for others. But you're asking about a connection, and this card would suggest that to get one, you might need to step out of that protective cowl or mantle that this hermit is wearing and take a little bit of a risk. Why? Because you're strong enough. That's why. Does that hit, sweet Gina? I hope that helps you on this beautiful Friday at the end of March. Ha! Who here has got a question for the cards? Let's go into the chat. Hi, Warrior Queen. I know that Chocolatito does, but Sabrina, you had a question, and Sabrina is high on my priority list. Why, Phones? Because Sabrina and I have met in real life now, sort of. I mean, in as much as we've done a Zoom. Because we did a private reading together. What's that, you say? Oh, what's that? That's where you and I sit quietly, loudly, at length over decks of cards and go deep on whatever it is you're interested in exploring. Does that seem intriguing to you? Well, you know what to do. You ask me, you hit me up. We book it and we talk. We go all the way down until each and every one of your questions is answered to the best of my ability. Mwah. All right, Chocolatito, Chocolatito, yes. And then, but I wanted to get to Sabrina. Sabrina, will you please ask your questions again? Okay, Uari. I'm going to do Uari right now. Will my toxic second floor neighbor in between the next 2 months move away? I don't know, Uari. Uari, what's going on? First, you were being filmed by people on the internet. Red-pilled wackos were stealing video of you, and now you got a neighbor that's giving you trouble. Honey, what's the drama? All right, sorry, I'm not answering questions, I'm just talking. Your neighbors are weird AF. Amen. Well, so it be. I'm waiting for you, Sabrina. I wanted to answer your question. They stalk you too? Jesus Christ. You are a popular lady. All right. Get over here. Let's see here. I need a question. There it is. Shuffle. I plan on energetically walking away from a twin flame. From a twin flame, you're walking away, Sabrina? Are you sure? All right, I'm bringing you in, Sabrina. I'm going to drop situation story, but interested in seeing what the cards you pull. Yes, okay. So Sabrina's walking away from a twin flame, which, yes, Chocolatito, is very hard. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Hi, my name is Open Phones. This is Terra Morning Wisdom. Ask your questions in the chat. If you have it in you to share this broadcast as it happens, I would love that. But no pressure. All right, here we go, Sabrina. Let's just see what the cards have to say. You're walking away from a twin flame. I'm sure, you say 2016, so a long-term twin flame. Yeah, look, hello, it's the priestess. The cards want you to walk away for sure and take your lessons with you. Do you feel me? What is this priestess if not wise? And literally like some form of a spectral spiritual battery formed to collect wisdom. But do you know what the priestess is not doing? The priestess is not dating anyone ever. And that's not to say that you won't date anyone ever. It's to say that you need to visit this energy. Hang out with her. See what she has to say to you now as you walk away from this twin flame and move from that new position of power toward your fresh empress. Oh, Sabrina, I know you've got it in you. Let me have a sip of coffee. Hi, Kelly. Good morning, Kelly. Oh, is my ex Robert the right person for me? Do I need to move on? Thank you. That's what Sele has to say. Come here, Sele. How you doing? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to the broadcast. Gotta close my robe. Okay, Sele, you're worried about your ex. Wait a minute. I read this and I say, is my ex the right person for me? No, it's your ex. Anyway, that's just an old man saying something. Get over here. Is my ex, Robert, the right person for me, or do I need to move on? Oh, Sally. Let's just see what the cards say before I give you a big speech. All right. Sorry, I need to shuffle it until the deck says go. The deck just said go. Sally's worried about their ex, Robert. Were they the right person for me? Are they still? Look, Robert is dropped into a Page of Cups for you, and to me, this looks to me much like that Page of Pentacles did a bit earlier. Like somebody is on a new path emotionally, and moving on is suggested for both of you inside of this card. Maybe you are the Page of Cups also here on this new optimistic beach with your fish, ready to go. Go find some new love. Go find some new love, Sally. Because you're worth. What do you mean, Chocolatito? What do you mean? Okay, get over here, Chocolatito. I'm coming. You want me to drop a card on your weird neighbors? I'll drop a card on him. All right, well, because it's like, put yourself in my shoes. You are. You've got weird neighbors. What am I supposed to predict about them? That they're going to be weird still? Here, I'm going to give you advice for your neighbors. Anyway, these cards don't predict diddly squat. We know that. This is not a prediction game. This is an interpretation game. This is a fourth dimensional mirror that we're playing with here, in case you don't know. But, wait, you're welcome so much, Sele. If they're leaving in 2 months. No, okay, look. I'm dropping Chocolatito, aka Uare, into Andromeda's breadbasket with her crazy neighbors. Get over here. You want them to leave? You're going into the breadbasket. I'm dropping you right into the relationship spread with your crazy neighbors. What happens if you guys end up filled with love for each other? Huh? All right, Uare. Card number 1 is you. Oh, and we find you here in your apartment, deeply unhappy. Your crazy neighbors. Well, whatever they're doing, they are doing it in the material world, and they are trying to do something. This suggests effort towards something. I don't know what they're up to. What are they doing? What are they making? I don't know. The energy. Oh, yeah, it's just basics here, right? It just, you're seeing like everything's settling into this like foundational, real energy of like, there you are. Man, when are these people gonna leave? Craziness. The Fool drops into the middle of that, suggesting that, yeah, there's no relationship there for you guys. You guys are just like, I don't know. You like, and once again, I gently and kindly point out that for the second consecutive read, I feel compelled to end with a reminder that there are official paths that you can follow to deal with things like stalkers. Queen, you worry me, Uari. You worry me. You activate my father thing. I'm just like, oh, don't get stalked. Don't have crazy neighbors. Look, Uari, you know what to do. Or is it you wary? Is that what you see? Are you saying you wary? I like Uari. Anyway, okay. Who's got a question for the cards? Give me a snappy one. Let's have a snappy question for the cards on a Friday. Who's got exciting Friday plans? That's also a valid question right now. I do not. I've got work plans, and I should be on my hands and knees saying thank God for that work. And let's see here. Al Man's here. Get over here, Al Man. It's been a minute. How you doing, Al Man? Al Man's an old hand at Tarot Morning Wisdom. Al Man's been coming by for probably 75 or 80% of the life of this thing. And Al Man went to the trouble of getting it open next to their name, which is the key to my heart. It's the key to my star card, too. Okay, Al, a.k.a. Alex. What do the cards want you to know this morning? And that's a great morning wisdom question. If that's all you have to ask, let's see if we get to it. Here we go, Al. Oh, Al. The cards want you to know about the 15th rung of the ladder to paradise, a.k.a. Old Scratch here, the devil card. Now, Al, you do not need me to proselytize to you about what this card means in terms of setting yourself free, do you? Obviously, whenever you get this card, a challenge is on the table from the deck itself. Hey, can you scan yourself and find ways that you might be binding yourself to the shadow? How are you binding yourself to the godless material world? Huh? And when I say godless material, well, what are you saying there, folks? I am saying that if you have the ability to perceive this world that we all experience together as one, as being divinely infused with something, doesn't matter what, but know that it's there, well, that creates the opportunity for the opposite experience of not seeing it. Boop. Who among us hasn't walked the streets inside of this card? Do you know what I mean? Al, set yourself free. Huh? Oh, Jordan, you just caught my eye. This is how Jordan just caught my eye. Oh, I'll get you, Brian. I'll get you, I promise. Jordan asks, is it a good idea to have Nate over? Oh, Jordan. Jordan and Nate. Is it a good idea to have Nate over? That's right, Jamie Carr gets it. Oh, Nate. Sometimes it's a good idea. Sometimes it's a less good idea. Netflix and chill with Nate. Oh my goodness gracious. Jordan and Nate. Is it a good idea to have Jordan over? I don't know. Or Nate over, sorry. Jordan is the host, obviously. Hey, Kate. Is it Kathy Horton. Jordan and Nate. Let's just see. Jordan asks, is it a good idea to invite Nate over? The cards say, Nate, huh? Well, well, you know, there's one out of 78 of these cards. There's that one card that's incredibly strident about its opinions of things. Jordan, when you see this card drop on your question about whether or not you should invite your friend Nate over, how does it make you feel? Jordan's being awfully quiet. I'm going to assume that they are texting Nate. Not always the tower. Chrissy J. How you doing, Chrissy J? Welcome. For those who don't know, this is Terra Morning Wisdom. I'm Open Phones. Don't be scared. Jordan, why are you frightened? When you catch the tower, you're catching the idea of, yes, somewhat traumatic evolutionary transitions. All that is suggested inside of that tower is intensity and growth. And if you are the kind of person who handles these cards the way I do, the word growth contains within it volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes of information. What's going on? Okay, D, I see you're here, D, but the app is calling what you're doing spam and I can't see it. So slow down. I'll get you, babe. I'll get you, babe. Okay, Jamie Carr, get over here. Jamie Carr has 2 jobs that they're debating, and this is exactly the kind of question where we can do a 2-card drop and see what happens. Jamie, please report to the front. You got 2 jobs, huh? Good. Congratulations. Thank you, Jamie. Let's get in here. Jamie's got 2 jobs on the table. Let's just find out what the cards have to say about each and every one of them. For those who don't know, this is Terra Morning Wisdom. I am answering your questions with this deck. Put your questions in the chat. We will get to them as quickly as we possibly can. I promise. Yeah, you are. Okay, so Jamie Carr's got two gigs on the table. What are we going to learn about Gig 1 and Gig 2? Let's find out what the cards have to say. Gig 1 and Gig 2. Congratulations, you're in demand, Jamie Carr. Okay, Gig 1, Gig 2. Gig 1. Oh my god, dude, this guy won't go away. Gig 2. Oh. I can't decide. I just can't decide which gig to go with. Is it Gig 1 or Gig 2? Gig 1, Gig 2. Jamie, does Gig 1 attach to the concept of Old Scratch over here? I'm curious. Well, the cards have spoken, so... Gotta love a definitive answer from the deck, don't we? Who here has a wonderful and exciting... Well, look, Jamie, Gig 2 is a Page of Pentacles, which is that new road under your feet, that new terrain that you haven't explored yet. You're kind of a newcomer, but you're promising. You're excited and optimistic about it. The sun is shining. You don't know exactly where you're going to go, but you're feeling pretty good about it. And Gig 1 is the devil. Chrissy J, who has an open beside their name, because they went to the trouble of joining that little fan club up there, has asked for a general 1-card read, which is exactly the kind of thing that we love to do up here. Oh, Chrissy J, the deck likes your energy right now. Oh, Chrissy J, the deck loves your energy right now. Let's do this. Yes, you may get a general, and it's coming right up right now. Here we go. boo, boo, ba-doo, boo, boo, doo, 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 doo. Chrissy J, your general card for the day here on Friday, March 27th. Tarot Morning Wisdom is as follows. Oh, come on. Come on. What's up, mage? What's up, Bataloo? You've got yourself a magician here, Queen. And on the symbolic spectrum, this card sometimes can place you on the very first rung of the ladder to paradise, the initiate's ladder to the great work. Whatever mission this is, whatever like divinely inspired mission this is indicating for you, the card wants you to step into your infinity halo energy, all right? The cards want you to see all of your tools on the table. The cards insist that you have the power and that you'll be channeling it this very Friday, potentially. Get in there. Show us what's up. Make us all proud. Who here has a question for the cards? All right. I never even paid attention to the tools on the table. Oh, Queen! It's all about the tools on the table, Chrissy J. Gotta get those tools. All 4 of the elements are right there on that table waiting for you to pick them up. Emotion, passion, intellect, and materiality, aka health and wealth. Thrive, Queen. Go thrive. Right? Mama's got a problem. I love your energy. Mama's got a problem. How you doing, Queen? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to the party, pal. I forget what movie that's from. D, come over here, D. D, wear my card, please. D, I want to drop a card on you. I'll ask. I'll do it. Oh wait, Kelly's here. I got to do it. Kelly, sweet Kelly, how are you doing, Queen? Happy Friday, Kelly. Kelly Card's been here since day 2.5. Kelly gets it. Kelly earned that open symbol by their name, that's for damn sure. All right, Kelly, here comes some morning wisdom for Kelly Card, the stalwart favorite of the Tarot Morning Wisdom audience. Ready, Kelly? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. The Queen of Wands would like a word, sweet Kelly Card. How can you find your way to that throne of inspiration? How can you find that fiery throne of creative inspiration, procreative inspiration, and spiritual power? All that and a cat. If I'm you and I'm catching this card on my Tarot Morning Wisdom drop, I'm saying to myself, I understand. I need to connect deeply and with all of my sense of powerfulness within myself to my creative side, to my spiritual side, to my fiery side, my soulful side. Does that hit, Kelly? Are you prepared to climb into this throne? There's sunflowers. Yafi82 is here. I know, Yafi82. Yeah, Kelly's ready. Of course Kelly's ready. Of course Kelly's ready. Mona's here. Hi, Mona. Oh my God, D, you're relentless. You know what? I'm giving D a card because, at some point, you gotta hand it to D for being persistent. Come here, D. You ready for your card? You gonna say thank you at least? Here it comes. Oh, hold on. I gotta clear your question. There it is, because you've asked it roughly 400 times. Congratulations, that's a record. Thank you. Hi. Can you read? Hold on. Chat, come back here. Okay, so D, aka Samuel, you've been looking for a job. I understand. Now, and I understand why you're worried. I mean, that's when you're really looking for a job to the point where you have found me, a complete stranger on the internet, who is wearing their very little except for their bathroom attire. And you're saying, am I gonna bleep and find a job? Yes, I sense a tiny bit of urgency there. I'm gonna ask basically this deck to hold you and give you some form of advice in this moment where you are worried. Look, this is a 2 of Cups, suggesting that there is something coming in the realm of emotion for you, D. Okay? Look, the cards are the cards. You got dropped into emotion. Hey, Karenita's here. Mwah. It gets better and better. D, 2 Cups is some form of emotional power growing within you. Obviously, you see that symbolized here inside of these 2 characters toasting. Oh, he looks like he's doing a little touching of the goblet there. I didn't never catch that move before. One way or another, something's being built in the realm of emotion for you. Sweet, sweet, deep. All right, Fire Dancer says, hi, Fire Dancer. I have an awesome weekend ahead. Describe, please. And congratulations. Hi, Jem Pillay. Oh, Karenita, it's wonderful to have you here. Hi, Gianni. Thank you for saying that, D. Hold on, I'm looking at good morning to everybody. I'm catching up. Mama's got a problems here. Oh, someday I'll figure out how to read this chat with efficiency. Mama's got a problem. Mama's got a problem. Would you like a Tarot Morning Wisdom card? Newcomer here. Come here, Mama's got a problem. Let's drop a card on you for fun. Yes, I thought maybe. Mama's got a problem is arriving on our doorstep for the very first time. Everybody say hello to Mama's got a problem. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're going to just set a tone for your Friday right here with one card. I was looking for me and my weirdness. Well, congratulations, you bleeping found it. Boom. What? Why did you call me weird? What's so weird, huh? I'm kidding. I recognize it. Mama's got a problem. Are you ready for your card? Yes, Kath, I'm getting to you. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Mama's got a problem. Come here. The cards have given you a little something to consider. I mean, I'm not going to ask you a personal question here, but I'm just going to tell you that the 6 of Swords has dropped. And when the 6 of Swords drops, the cards are saying something about raising protective shields in the realm of smart and clean and self-loving will to protect your emotional core from distress that perhaps in the past was unmooring or had a way of undermining everything for you and making your life difficult in some fashion or another, eroding your sense of power. Well, the cards are here to say, hey, watch out and protect yourself. That's all. It's a protective, loving gesture for yourself in the realm of the mental. One hopes that you don't have to use it, but if you do, it's right there. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Rebecca Cox-Bohannon. Rebecca Cox-Bohannon, how you doing? I think you're new here. My name's Open Phones. Welcome to the broadcast. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we drop cards on questions. Is adamant to divorce. Okay, Gianni, come over here. Gianni from South Africa. We're going international here. If you're broadcasting where I'm broadcasting from, which of course is the world's most glamorous place on earth, Hollywood, California. I know. Told you. Then to see that somebody is all the way over in a different part of the globe, South Africa, a whole other continent, a gigantic ocean or two between us, and you're worried about your husband, and basically you're inside of a collapsing marriage, sweet Gianni. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's drop a card on the situation. Let's do you and your husband, okay? Or in whatever form that is. Jenny and her husband. Andromeda's breadbasket. What's Andromeda's breadbasket? It's the 4-card relationship spread. We're just going to look at what's going on in there. It's like, think about taking your car into the shop. The guy walks over to the hood, lifts the hood, takes a peek at the engine, stares at it. That's what we're doing right now, Jenny. Okay, Jenny, card number 1 is you. Card number 2 is them. Ready? You. Ooh, struggle for control, in the realm of passion. 7 wands connects to the charioteer in the major arcana, and thus to the idea of driving your own fate. And in the realm of passion, no less. Ooh, this guy, this situation. Ooh, I'm struggling. And them. Somebody has tied themselves to the Beach of Swords. And they are trapped there in their own mind. They can't get out. Well, I mean, correction. They could get out right now. They could walk right away. They just don't know it necessarily. When you get the 8 of Swords, you know, you're just like, I've been in this card 1 billion times. It's like you get into this 8 of, like, it's just like, especially in the before times, before this deck arrived in my life. It's just like every time you trap yourself in your head. Oh, Christ, I got no options. Oh, Christ. It's doom telling to yourself, essentially, sometimes. But your husband is there, all right, in some form of mental cage, probably of their own creation. What's the energy between you? Yeah. 10 wands. It's like a bonfire. You cannot sustain a 10-wand relationship. You will burn out. You will be the guy trying to lift all of the wands. He's strong enough for a little while, but do you think this person's going to be able to do this forever? No. What's the material result? Well, that's perplexing and confusing, and it bodes interesting, I see it. Okay, never mind. I was about to give you a malpractice read. Ha. Look, here's what's up. There you are, you're at 7 wands. You're pushing. They're doing their own thing. They're trapped in their own mind. Probably inaccessible to you in this moment, by the way. The energy, it's your energy, isn't it? Burn. The result, or the recommendation, if you will, as you like, take one of those wands of that 7 of wands away and drop into your 6s. Find your own center passionately. Find yourself, your own loving center in the realm of passion. Stop reaching for a minute, says this card. Pull it back, and then we can go to the next level down, which is the idea of finding a place where you can be appreciated for who you really, really are in your soul. How can you be celebrated for who you are in your soul? Gianni, I hope that hits. I hope that works for you. I'm seeing power for you inside of those cards, Queen, but it's going to take work. I mean, you don't have to be told that. And it's not your job to get that dude off of that beach. Don't get that twisted. It is not your job to rip the blindfold off of that person's face, because often when one walks up to an 8 of Swords on that beach and rips the blindfold and the bandages off, they go, "What are you doing?" And they put him back on. It's not our fault. Thank you, Jenny. Don't forget us over here, okay? We're up here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Jenny. You can ask questions all the live long day. Oh, really? Chrissy J was listening to that hit for Chrissy J too. I like it when that happens. Virgo's here. What up, Virgo Moon? Jackie, are you? What up, Super Aaron? Shaquille Oatmeal's here, and the hell yes, you're getting your question answered, Shaquille. That's the 6 of Wands, sweet Yaffy. Shaquille Oatmeal. Will I get the house? Oh my God. Shaquille Oatmeal is vying for a new home. And Shaquille Oatmeal has asked my deck to predict the outcome. Oh, Shaquille. Let's just see, sweet Shaquille, what these cards say. If you sense a tiny bit of apprehension, it's because, as anybody that's been here long enough has heard me say, I don't actually think these cards predict anything. So it's kind of like, all right. Let's just see what the energy read is. That's what I'm doing here. I'm certainly not asking this deck to predict a financial outcome in your life. Jesus Christ. If I could do that, I'd be wearing a robe made of diamonds. All right, here we go. Am I going to get the house? Well, the Fool card drops. Shaquille. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. The plot thickens. Shaquille says, this is actually about a fight between a family. Thanks, Chrissy. So, why did you get the freedom card here? Why did you get the freedom card? Why did you get set yourself free as a message right now? Shaquille, what if you and I were sitting across from each other and I was pulling cards for you and I got this and said, well, this card says set yourself free. Does that hit? Because this card says something, and usually if you're talking to me, set yourself free is what you'll get hit with right out the gate with this card. And I just wonder if that applies to your situation, or if there's some other way into this beautiful Fool that you can be helped through this. But know that when you asked me, a stranger on the internet, possessing an archetypal deck, the deck said something about not being bound by anything at all. Who here has a question for the cards? Wait a minute. Shaquille calls out a bombshell. Well, the Fool's not meant to be taken lightly, I'll tell you that bleeping much. Jesus Christ. Go be the Fool for a while and find out. It's actually amazing, but it comes at a cost. I think I've said that before. Oh, Leza, get over here, Leza. That's the sweetest question I've seen all morning long. The Fool could be saying, leave it to the universe, Shaquille. Whenever I see the Fool, I'm reminded that I have permission to set myself free. And so the cards wanted me to say that to you. For some reason, I don't know why. Leza is here. Hi, Leza. I don't recognize your name, so I think maybe you might be new here. And if you are new here, let me introduce myself. My name's Open Phones, and this is Tarot Morning Wisdom. If anybody here has it in them to share this broadcast, I would be eternally grateful. And while I'm here shuffling for Leza, who has got the sweetest question, I will say that if there's one thing I'm excited about, it's the idea of doing private reads one-on-one with you. Everything is set up now. I've got a way for everybody to do it consistently one way. It works. I've tested it. Booking, the whole nine yards. Well, here's what we do. We just sit down at a Zoom meeting, just like boring office work, but the opposite. And I wear my people clothes. I'm not in this bleeping robe. No. Two adults interfacing over some cards. And trust me, if you want to get into all my weird decks, I got a million historical decks. Strike that. I'm not a million deck person. I've got a hand-picked selection of rare and exciting esoteric decks. Each and every one of them is available for you to explore with me if you want in the private reading setting. Hit me in the DMs if you are interested. Thanks. And now, Leza. Sweet Leza. I'm so glad you found us. You say, it's a simple question, sweet question. Is Ava watching over me? Is Ava watching over me, asked Leza. I hear a suggestion of a lost person. Leza and Ava. I hear grief. Who here doesn't know what that feeling feels like? I mean, There's longing inside of it. A pet. Oh, it's a pet. Oh, Lisa. Oh, I hate it. Is sweet Ava watching over? You know the answer is yes, Lisa. Why do you need a card on that? I'm going to give you a card for you. And for yes, Ava. Oh. Nothing more sad than that. Oh my goodness. Well, look, if this indeed is connecting to your lost pet, Ava, Lisa, then you are seeing somebody overseeing your world from the realm of wisdom and the realm of truth. And there's that protective sword of truth in the king's hand, suggesting that you better believe Ava is watching over you from their enthronement in the airy realm of heaven. Boom! That's right. I do pet channeling now. That's right. I'm a pet channeler. Hold on, I gotta go update my bio. Has anybody actually done any pet channeling? I have seen. You're welcome, Leza. Don't forget me, Leza. It's your buddy Open Phones. Who has a question for the cards? If you have a little open next to your name, it's easier for me to see it in the chat. I'm just saying. Who's refused, Sabrina? Thank you, Victoria. Good morning, Victoria. How are you doing? Everybody, Victoria's in the chat. You should go follow them for their exciting content. They're fellow denizens of Southern California. But Victoria is over in the swank part, and I'm sort of like in the barfly section. Right, Victoria? What's it like over there in where you're living the good life? Huh? Huh? Here we go. Oh my good. The east side is cooler, says Victoria. Well, thank you for saying so. Thank you for saying so. No, Victoria, there's something, whenever you drop by, I want to completely route it into a one-on-one conversation with you about Los Angeles, and I'm refusing to do it this time because we have so many other friends here. I said I'm in the barfly. I was joking. It's East LA. It's Hollywood. All right. Like, I know it's the most what am I always calling it? It's the most glamorous place on earth. Just go to Hollywood and Vine. Soak in the glamour. All right. Who's got a question? Give me a good one on a Friday. Who's got something hair-raising? Something exciting? Mona, I just saw your question bonk down here, and therefore I'm going to answer it. And what I see from sweet Mona, hi Mona, I recognize you from previous broadcasts, and I am going to answer your question. It says, how does Isaac feel about me? Can we just get a little temperature reading on how Isaac feels about Mona? How do you feel about Isaac, Mona? Isaac and Mona. How does Isaac feel about me? Ooh, Joni, that's a good question. How does Isaac feel about me? Does this answer your question? Does the Knight of Cups have anything to add to the conversation for you, sweet Mona? How does he feel about you? First of all, he went out and he bought a horse and a whole suit of armor, which is not cheap in this day and age. Then he put it all on. He got onto the horse. He drove out to the desert on the horse for some reason. We don't know why. Are you in the desert? I'm not sure. And he brought his cup of love, and he's bringing it somewhere. He's bringing it to you. He's bringing it to you, Mona. That's how he feels about you. Congratulations. Isaac loves you. Janine Jones is here. Ooh, I hear people stomping around. Let's see here. Who here has a question for the cards? Yes, Yafi, I said I was in the barfly section. Oh, that's an interesting question. Yadira, are you still here? Sweet TikTok ghost. Yadira. Oscar the Grouch has questions. Hi, Oscar the Grouch. How are you doing? Oh, good. TikTok Ghost. TikTok Ghost caught my eye. One moment, please. There you are. Yadira is here. Hi, Yadira. Is Jordan, my husband, falling back in love with me? Do we want that or not? It seems like we do. I'm going to choose to be positive about it. For those who don't know, my name is Open Phones, and this is Tarot Morning Wisdom. We throw cards at questions. You put your questions in the chat. I try to do them all. For free! For free! Yeah! Right, Yadira? For free, you've got some guy in his bathrobe answering questions about whether your husband's falling back in love with you. America, what a country. All right, Yadira, let's just figure this out. Is Jordan falling back in love with you or not? I think this, thank you. I think this card can be successfully interpreted for you, Yadira, as the deck suggesting that you can relax your brain in this moment, that you can seek some form of mental recuperation and stability. All right, 4 swords fall, and ignore Pam's sort of. I mean, I understand at this point what she's getting at here, but the artwork on this particular card is always a little bit kind of. Why are we anywhere in, it's like, I don't understand why the crypt. I'll be honest. Sorry, Pam. I love you, Pam. I promise. But I'll never quite get that. Because the 4 swords are there to talk about, just having your head squared away so that you can create some space inside of your mind and experience peace. And you've asked whether your husband's fallen back in love with you. This suggests a peaceful mind, which, at least if it isn't love, 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 and Lord knows that there's boatloads of cards in here that would have gotten straight to that if they wanted to, at least this is creating the space and the peace to repair that which has been damaged. Do you feel me, sweet Yadira? Ooh, we activate the chat. Crack. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi, Haley. Ooh, Haley's got a good one. Come here, Haley. Oh, man, room temperature. All right, here we go, Haley. Haley, welcome to the broadcast. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm Open Phones. We throw cards and questions all morning long, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now it's your turn to have your question answered, sweet Haley. And you have the kind of question that I love to answer. Will art be a successful path for me? And why do I love to answer those questions, Haley? Because A, I've been in your shoes, staring at a path. Young, I have to assume that you're young, as opposed to me, who is now old. Haley, take it from me. No! And you say, will art be a successful path for me? And I say, Jesus, I don't know. But I'll say this. Define success for yourself now, if you can, in a way that does not allow the external world to give you the up or down vote on whether or not it is a success. You're asking if you're going to be financially successful, I imagine. Let's just see, you're 30. Well, to me, that's like being 2, all right? Let's see here. What do we have to say? Art. Chasing art. You've been enthroned. You've been placed in the place of wisdom. You've been handed the sword of truth. Will this be successful? The queen is sitting in her throne watching something come to her. Okay? Why am I feeling the need to elaborate more? Okay, Haley, look, there's something about this queen where, I can't avoid this sense that I'm getting off this card right now for you, which is there's a recommendation available inside of it, which is to, in the moment that you're in right now, take a good, hard look at what's going on. Pick up your sword of truth, Haley. and scan your horizon and freshly assess, as your queenly enthroned self, what the bleep is going on in your life. All right, like I want to give you like a positive answer. You can sense that. And this queen is not a negative answer to anything, but this queen has a set of instructions attached to it. And I feel like the deck wants you to sit in this throne for a reason. So please do take the time, using your cleanest sword of truth, to scan your horizons and make the call from there. Okay? And if you want to go further down the road with me, it's real simple. All you got to do is reach out and we can set up a private session and go 13 cards in if you want. We can break out every single possible crossroads path that you have available to you. You want to do a 78 billion card drop on... Well, that's what the card said to you, Haley. You know, it's it's my job to deliver information, and that's kind of it. Deliver information and sometimes mince around. And to say, who here has a question for the cards? And if anybody here has it in them to share this broadcast with their vast and terrifyingly large followings, I will do nothing but say thank you. Sandra Otti, who has an open next to their name. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra, have we met? My name is Open Phones. It's wonderful. Wonderful to see you here. You have a question? Is Enrico coming back to me? Oh, Sandra, I'm sorry that you're longing. Everybody, Sandra's longing. Who here hasn't longed on a Friday? Oh, so much longing on Friday. Is Enrico coming back to me? Asks Sandra. I'm going back to your question. Why'd I even touch the screen? Why did I even touch the screen? Oh, Victoria, I'll get to you. Victoria, don't go nowhere. I just want to get back to Sandra real fast. God, if I'm not staring at it, then I just fall apart. Where the bleep are you? And then I lost it. Don't you love that? Anyway, Sandra and Enrico. Here we go, Sandra. Here we go, Sandra. Whoa. On the bottom of the deck, my favorite card makes a little appearance. Sandra and Enrico. What's the vibe on a Friday? Sandra and Enrico. Oh, Disaster Piece Theater. I think I just saw you hit the chat. Sandra and Enrico. Oh. Sandra, as it pertains to you and Enrico, you've received a star card of perfect authenticity. Divine authenticity, if you want. Good morning, Disaster Piece. How you doing? How you doing? Sandra, what I think where this hits for me the most directly is in the idea of being absolutely bleeping honest. All right? Do not wear one mask in this situation. Go into it with go in as though you were, very importantly, symbolically speaking, Sandra, go in as if you weren't wearing even one shred of clothing, because you do not need protection if you are inside of this energy. You do not require any form of protection at all. You can be your simple, nature-created self and be entirely inside of your power. Sweet, Sandra. Can you find that? Can you find that and operate from there on a Friday? I think you can, Queen. Victoria, friend of the show for many, many weeks, has asked for a morning wisdom card and is about to get one. Ready, Victoria? Hello. Here we go. It's simple. I'm bringing Victoria in. Just imagining myself, as Victoria to a certain extent. And I'm holding the cards right here. And then I'm going to turn one of the cards over. Oh, Victoria. Well, it's no surprise to see this card drop for you, sweet queen. It's the Six of Wands, which we've already even seen at one point in this broadcast. But what we have here, boom. First and foremost, we have, if you're talking to open phones, you're going to get these two words come out of my mouth almost every time. Self-love. How can I stare into the mirror of my own passion and see myself clearly and lovingly? And then if you choose to, you can step a little bit further away and say, how can I be out in the world as my true authentic self and be celebrated for all of the spiritual and soulful beauty that radiates out of my creative core, that radiates out of my soul. Remembering that the wands are the suit of fire, the suit of action, the suit of inspiration, the suit of creativity, procreativity, and spirituality, all rolled into one. Go be celebrated, Victoria. That's what this card says, and I know that you will. So, have a nice weekend. Let's see here. I'm still out here, Rad. What are you talking about? It's only been an hour and 15 minutes. It's only been an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, Janine Jones, get over here. Janine, welcome to the is this a show? I don't know what this is. Janine, welcome to the broadcast. It's incontrovertibly a broadcast. Strength and the moon come up for you, Janine. Jesus. All right, Janine Jones, 25 is here, and they're saying the following. Is Mark my soulmate, or should I move on? Let's just find out. Now, I can very easily connect Janine to the sense of anxiety inside of that question. What is it with this person? I mean, I need the sword of truth because I'm lost in the mystery of this person. Shall we? Shall we? Janine Jones, 25. We shall. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We shall. Janine Jones, 25, says, is Mark my soulmate or should I move on? Sick of this crap. Huh? Janine, we're dropping you into the Andromeda's breadbasket. I know that's not terribly surprising given your question, but look what I got. There you are, Janine. 7 pentacles. And instantly we are forced to reflect on this dude staring at all of his hard work, asking himself or themselves, was it worth it? Was it? Is this bush gonna croak after all this work? Mark, what is it with dudes on beaches today? There's Mark, also in a prison within his own mental structure. I don't want to get too specific for poor Mark, who's probably sitting there having like a sandwich right now going, what the bleep is happening? Not sure. Tied up. Imprisoned in my own mind. Energy. Yeah, real love. Real love. 6 cups. Yeah, real love. Or we wouldn't be talking about it. You said soulmate. Real love. Outcome. Queen. The cards are not being subtle here. The cards are not being subtle. Now, when you move on in a 5 of Cups, which is, yes, in the realm of emotion, you are encouraged in this card to notice one thing. Those 3 cups that have spilled, and in that number 3, you see indicated the idea of life, self springing forward, right? The number 3 is the Empress number, and it spilled all over my beach. That's a disappointment. But the card suggests, with those 2 standing cups behind them, that new emotional power is gathering even as we mourn. Okay? Gather your force, and guess what? Do this as work, not as a passive experience. That's a big lesson that I've taken out of this 5 of Cups over my experience of grief and loss, blah, blah, blah. It's that like this. Sometimes you like I think it's very easy to take the hit, and inside of that experience, fall into passivity and think that that's just what you have to do. The cards say otherwise. The cards say, do not linger here. Learn and move on. Have you got that, Janine Jones? The cards have spoken. Who here has a question for the cards? And I'm seeing new friends coming through. Hi, Mike. Hi, I'm going to just catch up with the chat a tiny bit. Hi, Norma. Stargazing Sloth is here. Hi, Rue. Janine Jones says that makes sense. Good. Ashley's worried about getting married to Matt. Why don't we bring Matt into the chat and see what they have to say? Renee Haynes. Nene is here. Oh, honey. Okay, I'm stopping right there. Come here, Nene. Renee Haynes, are you still with us? I sense that you are. Oh, okay, because here, look. Just as I read this question, the Ace of Cups pops into my hand, Renee Haynes. I'm sick of this pain. Will my depression get better? Honey, everybody come over here and join hands. We're going to get into a circle. We're going to circle up around Renee Haynes here. Renee Haynes is in pain. I hate that for you. I hate that for you. Hi, Selena Martin. Get over here, Renee Haynes. We're going to drop a card on you of advice. Simple. Look at that card. Will not go away. The deck loves you, Renee. I'm so sick of this depression. What do I got to do to pull out of the tailspin, right, Renee? What can I do to set myself free from the bleeping two-dimensional circle? You know what I'm saying, Renee? What am I going to do? Deck, how can you help? Come here, Renee. I'm sorry you're depressed. Let's find out what the deck has in store. Renee's like, I'm depressed. Am I ever going to get out of this? Oh, yeah. Look, what you've got here is a Seven of Swords. And I'm not surprised, Renee, to find the deck suggesting something around sword management here, because one aspect, at least, of depression, I don't know your clinical situation, Renee. I don't know if you are medicated for something. I certainly, understand if you are. I have no judgment around any of that. But you say you're depressed, and the cards say, okay, there's a surplus of errant thought. Oh, you're on antidepressants? You just went on to antidepressants 3 days ago. Well, welcome to that world, Renee. Seven swords fall. Maybe as this medication kind of infiltrates your system and starts to make improvements for you, you can think about ways to proactively, on your own terms, scan yourself for ways that you get into your own head, okay? And ways that you deliver thoughts that can cause literal physical pain inside of your body to yourself. And then when you're done doing that, take another scan within the context of this card and see if there are ways inside of your world that you either have to or have chosen to hide yourself using what in its most negative coded way it can be called deceit. You know, like the obscuration of the truth. Hiding, essentially. How are you hiding? How are you expending mental energy to stay hidden from people? Do you know what I'm saying? Because this card would be, in that case, stepping up to a microphone on a spotlit stage and saying, "Stop doing that!" Renee, I wish you... Queen, Renee's adding some layers to this. I struggle in severe negative thoughts every second of every day, so it's hard, and I try so hard. The deck sees you. Basically your mission, as I see it, Renee, is going to be one of mental simplification. And obviously, I'm praying that the medicine that you find yourself on is working for you and will. I mean, traditionally, I think it takes a few days for that stuff to kick in, right? I want it to work for you so badly so that you can find some space inside of yourself to do some of this work. Because if you are actively experiencing the emotional beatdown of all of those swords, it's impossible to do very much of anything except for experience it and get bruised, right? You need space created inside of your head. Less swords. That's what Dr. Phones has to say. Oh, Queen Renee, don't forget us over here at Open Phones. You gotta come and let us know how you're doing. Come hang. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Ashley Ash? Disaster Piece Theater, get over here. Disaster Piece Theater is here, and why am I beckoning them to the front of the dais or whatever this is? Because Disaster Piece and I go way back. Because we did a private reading. Oh my God, it was one of the most fun I've ever done. Disaster Piece and I like literally could co-write a novel in certain regards, given our experiences. We got to go all the way down, 13 cards deep. We explored and explored and explored. I think it was so much fun. And I really, I'm so eager to create those relationships outside of this, or within this audience. Like, why come up here? Well, I know why, because it's a blast. But like, beyond that, I really do want to create relationships where we are having private reads. Let's go deep. Let's just explore. I can promise that they will be fun. They will be helpful to the best of my ability, which you see on display every time I come up here. I'm just saying. Tiger Toffee knows. Me and Tiger Toffee have been talking about it. Just got to get the, I got a front door built, at least now, that I can do international, you know? I got it all squared away. I'll get it all squared away now. Hold on a second. Sia, what does that mean? Is that man gonna pull through anytime soon? What the hell, James? James, get over here. James, look. In the spirit of doing the exact opposite of what 99% of the other readers do up here, I'm gravitating straight for the difficult medical question. Womp womp. Surprise! Come here, James. James asks, according to tarot, do I have cancer? James, get over here. First of all, my deck is not going to go anywhere near a bleeping medical diagnosis for you. King, go to the doctor. You're here. Come here, James. You're worried about your medical situation. I'm going to give you advice about that. But don't ask the deck to give you a diagnosis. The deck never went to medical school. The deck has no idea what's going on in the gigantic bleep, you know, like in the overall scheme of things. The deck wants to talk to you about you, all right? And I'm sorry you're going through a medical situation. That is terrible, obviously, and you must be so frightened. I mean, I can't think of anything more frightening than when your physical body just decides to do what it wants to do, or, you know, where it just like goes off the reservation. James, I'm giving you I'm not doing predictions, especially not for you. I don't want to get into your head in some weird way. I want to give you a piece of advice from my deck, and sorry, I'm going to be strident about it. Look, there's a billion other tarot people that'll like bleep with that, but not me, man. I want to talk to you, not your future you. This is what my deck has to say to you in this moment, James, where you are undergoing a trial of sorts in the realm of health. The deck says, James, well, first of all, I'll say this. The deck is handing you an assignment, okay? In the realm of the real, in the realm of the pentacles, in the realm of health, stay in your threes. Stay active. Stay empress. Stay creative. Keep moving. Do not rest. Push, okay? Don't steer yourself away from the material realm and spend all too much time in the emotional realm or the intellectual realm where fear lives, or the spiritual realm. Stay right here, stay attentive, stay focused, and create health. Do you feel me, sweet James? I wish you all of the luck in the world, my friend. Come back and let us know what's going on. Thank you. Thank you. It's like that, see? That's how you do hard medical stuff up here. He said, as though he were an expert, even though he's only been doing it for a matter of weeks. Yeah. You just walk right up there. If I got in the tower, I would have, like, killed myself on the air like that news reporter from 40 years ago. No! Miss V is here. Hi, Miss V. I need a heater. I'll be right back. I'm getting a heater. Oh, yeah. Have some more coffee. That's a good call. Well, that's always good. Have some coffee. Thank you for your patience. Who here has a question? Cody's here. Rachel's here. Who all's here right now? Mason's here. Okay, Mason, you've been very patient, Mason. Hi, Mason. My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we throw cards of questions all morning long for free. It's all for free. Just ask in the chat. Ask and you shall receive. Like Jesus' love. Mason's IO4 says, I'm Norma, not Mason. Stop calling me that. Sorry. Hi, Norma. How are you doing? Norma asks, will I get a divorce or will I reconcile? I don't know. Let's just see what the cards have to say, sweet Norma. What do you want, sweet Norma? Norma, are you here? I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to dip in. Norma's worried about getting a divorce. You are here. Do you want a divorce or do you want to reconcile? Can you answer that really quickly? I'm just curious. I'm curious. Well, now I've built suspense around it. Do you want? I want to know whether Norma wants to get a divorce or wants to reconcile before I drop the card. Maybe Norma doesn't want to tell you, Phones. You ever think of that? Why are you pressuring people to text stuff? Oh, okay. Thank you, Norma. Norma says, I want a divorce, but I don't know what he wants to do. Okay. Well, now I've got that. Let's do a bread basket, Norma. What's that? You say it's the Andromeda's bread basket, the 4-card relationship drop. Because what did I get? I got this. And you just told me that you want a divorce. You want a rest. You're looking for a rest. Give me a rest. And then him. Oh. I think he's taking a rest. This would suggest that he's also eager to seek a conclusion. What's the energy? Oh, is the energy a little sad in this divorce? Oh, Norma. It seems like everybody's on the same page. What's card number 4? Yeah, look, just like it's the Emperor. I'm reading this. Well, I don't know about that disaster piece. Yes, Ruth. You got the Emperor in here, and like in this case, there's something inside of it that makes me want to tell you that you need to be the Emperor here, and just like make sure that you're stable. All right, solid. I don't know, man. Go, just talk to the Emperor a little bit in your meditational journeys and see what's up. How can you be in the most stable place for this? Also, it could be suggesting some sort of an outcome, Norma, where you're enthroned in some fashion or another. Sia. Hi, Sia. Yes, I see your comments. I'm going to get to that, but I got to scan for people with the open next to their name, like Tanya B over here. Get over here, Tanya B, a.k.a. Paid in Full. Oh, Tanya B. We're back in... I think we've done some you and Chris before, have we not? Have the cards dipped into you and Chris in earlier streams? I wonder. Tanya B is here saying, is Chris reaching out to me this weekend? Should I get ready for Chris? Let's just see what the cards have to say about you and Chris as this weekend approaches. Am I right? Oh, Deck's pissed about not getting shuffled. I doesn't want to shuffle no more. Okay. Let's do it. Is Chris reaching out to me this weekend? Do I want Chris to reach out to me this weekend or not? Would this Page of Pentacles suggesting some form of actuality happening in the realm of newness connect in any possible way to Chris reaching out to you this weekend? Is this Chris? Tanya! Tanya! Do we really want that out of Chris? Tanya! I'm choosing to think that that's what's happening. That's my choice. Who here has a question for the cards? Who's got a good one? Who's got a real banger of a question? Anybody got any, like, situations where you gotta, like, measure different boyfriends against each other? Or, I don't know. What am I looking for here? I'm just trying to encourage everybody here to feel free to be creative. I will respond positively. Chrissy J's got 1 million questions. While I'm shuffling, I will say, if you have it in you to share this broadcast with your friends, obviously that's something that the app has let me know the app appreciates. That's life, right? 1 million questions. Well, nobody's asking a question right now, so Chrissy J. Well, no, I'll do one for the collective right now. How about this? Let's just reboot collective card. It's 837, which is connecting to the moon. If you're in a certain tradition, let's go. Collective card. Let's we're just like walking back up to that spiritual engine that we were talking about earlier. We're looking into it. We're going, all right, well, what's going on now? Oh my gosh, I almost knocked the coffee over onto the deck. That would have been a deep and dark tragedy. Thank goodness it didn't happen. Okay. The Temperance Angel has fallen upon all of us now, and I get to now say in front of God and everybody that this is the card of turning garbage into gold. How can you turn garbage into gold on this Friday, March 27th, 2026? How can you be the re-equilibrating energy that greets the newborn power emerging from the death card as it emerges, that cradles it like a newborn baby and empowers it to move forward to its meeting with the devil at card number 15. That's the Angel of Temperance. We are to think about deepest health, spiritually, physically, and deepest balance. Again. Now, as I see L.A. Bellatini hit the chat, everybody go follow Bellatini. Their content is superior, and they too are natives, or if not natives, then current denizens of the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood, California, and in surrounding more swank environs. Bellatini, am I accurate in sensing a West Siderness in you? Is that true? Are you a West Side person? Go follow Bellatini for all their exciting content, is all I'm saying. Yay, Alchemy, says Chrissy J, and I say yay, Alchemy, right back. Now, who here has a question for the cards? Northeast, Highland. Oh, you're Highland Park. You're a hipster. You're a hipster. Miranda does. Get over here, Miranda. Hi, Miranda. My name is Open Phones. How are you doing? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. We throw cards of questions all morning long. You just ask in the chat. Will Orlando contact me this late Saturday night? That's so specific, dear. Miranda, that's very specific. Miranda's got a specific question, like a dartboard with a bullseye on it. Will Orlando contact me this late Saturday night? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, my deck, Miranda, sometimes can be a little bit sassy. And in this case, I think we're right there. As the deck responds to you, let me just restate your question. Will Orlando contact me this late Saturday night? And the deck says, Queen, wait and see. Sit in your... but I'm not trying to be cute here, Miranda. I'm saying the deck insists that when it comes to this Saturday night, the one thing that you shan't be doing is reaching for, say, the phone to actively create energy inside of that situation. You, according to this card, are recommended to your throne of mental power, where you cannot be lied to, fooled, deceived. And you are invited to wait and watch it come to you, okay? Because that's where your power is there, all right? If it was the King of Swords, I'd tell you something a little bit different. But it's not. So, Miranda, I wish you all the love and all the luck on Saturday night with Orlando. You've been told, and this is a good piece of advice for any number of situations involving dudes, let them come to you. It makes them think that they have some form of control. Wink. Wink. We all know that ain't necessarily the case. And we all know what it's like to watch somebody like that think that they've got control. And it's just, you know what's up. I don't know why I'm trying to school you. Oh, Samantha's here. Oh, Samantha. I can't wait for our reading. It's getting closer and closer. Samantha and I have a private on the books for the surrounding area around her birthday, if not her birthday herself. I cannot wait. I am so jazzed and excited every time I know I get to do a private read with one of y'all. And Sam, wait, whoa. Samantha says they want to bump it up. I can't wait. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Right, Miss Tree? I'm just checking the chat. Doop. Anyway. Let's see here. Caliente Chip. Hi, Caliente. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we answer your questions with this cards. With these cards. What does that? You get it. Right, Caliente Chip? Caliente's question. I know you've never been here before. I'm saying hello. My name is Open Phones. Welcome. What am I destined to do at this point in my life? Asked Caliente. Good question for the cards. We've got 78 options. One of the cards is going to come out of here, and you have to do that then. Okay? Get ready. I hope it's a good card. Otherwise, you're going to have to go do something you don't want to do. Sorry, this time the throw is binding. Every now and again that happens. I have no control over it. Caliente, I'm teasing. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Okay? What am I supposed to do at this juncture in my life? And who amongst us hasn't said that into the mirror? Christ, I mean, sometimes, I don't know. Insert long personal story that doesn't belong on the internet here. Right, Caliente Chip? Get over here. I'm using my non-dominant hand, Caliente Chip. I know you're concerned about technicalities. What am I supposed to do at this juncture in my life, huh? Well, the deck has suggested a region for you to explore, if nothing else, and an attitude that you should take in your exploration of it. When you see the King of Pentacles drop, the big heavy king, the king of all materiality, all health, all of nature, boom, you see somebody who is in control of their material universe. Now, I obviously have no way of knowing what is on your actual menu of options right now. Sweet Caliente. But I hope that being... Whoa, yeah, we lead. Yowie Lee's here. It's wonderful to see you here finally, Yowie Lee. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Does this hit? Now look, you've asked me like a massive life question and you've let me drop one card on it. You're obsessed with this card. Well, then I hope to God that this is connecting to you. Obviously, if we had the pleasure and the privilege of going 13 cards deep, I could probably get you someplace a little bit more detailed than that. But right now, the throne of materiality is beckoning you. How you doing? Happy Friday, Yowie. How is your Friday? How is your weekend shaping up? Know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? What regions? What regions? I'm rock climbing, doing yoga, loving myself. Well, Caliente then. Oh, you're trying to get more cash though. Yeah, well, I mean, the King of Pentacles is the King of Cash as well. And what I'm seeing inside of that card in those contexts, sweet Caliente, is the deck kind of, urging you towards action in those regards. Be the king, as opposed to the queen, which is, as we were just talking about that Queen of Swords, like the queen is receptive. It's a big magnet. And the king is also a magnet pushing in the other direction. How about that? Sam, do you want a card? Oh my God, Yowie, come here, Yowie. I feel like we gotta keep the Yowie Lee and Caitlin thread going, just so that I can cut a feature film from all of the reading that we're doing about it later on down the line from the footage. My weekend will be amazing, says Yowie Lee, if you tell me if I should go to Caitlin's job and get my key back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yowie Lee, did somebody cancel the post office? Did somebody declare it illegal to literally choose one rock in that little area in front of the front door and shove the key under there and let somebody come pick it up? Does it have to be a bleeping one? Does it have to happen in person? I'm just asking as your friend. All right, but those questions to the side. Let me just see what the cards have to say. Should I go to Caitlin's job? Now, for those who don't know, the Yowie Lee and Caitlin saga goes back. At this point, it feels like decades, generations, and now we find ourselves wondering whether we should go visit Caitlin at her job, their job, and get our key back. Ugh. All right, let's look, Yowie Lee. You and Caitlin, chapter something, 10? I don't know. I'm not kidding, though. I would love to compile it and see what the saga is. Here we go. Should I go to Caitlin's job and get my key back? Yeah, I don't know. This it's Yowie Lee. You asked us a question about a technicality or a detail in the drama of all of this, and the cards sort of stepped around it and said, Yowie Lee, can we please transcend past this? Yowie Lee, is it time to get the bleep out of this situation and take the elevator up to the next one? If I get this card, Yowie Lee, I'm just going to tell you how it hits for me. If I catch this card, and I'm in a situation where I'm like, God, and the deck says, yo, I hear, you're on a larger mission than that. You're on a larger mission than that. Come on now. What's your larger mission? We spend so much time inside of the Caitlin situation. What's our larger mission? Is something that card made this guy say out loud on the internet. Take it as a gift. Take it as with a grain of salt. But I hope that it hits. Hi, Ritzy. How are you doing? Welcome to Terra Morning Wisdom. I'm your friend, Open Phones. I would change the locks, but I can't. Yeah, dude. It's obviously. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. The sooner you get that bleep over with, the better. Samantha gets it. Ali Wad. Are you still here, Ali Wad? Yes, you are. Ali Wad, get over here. Yes, please, Yahweh. I think the signs are also, if I could just lapse into a little Magic 8 Ball parlance, signs are pointing to yes. Ali Watt is here. Welcome, Ali. I don't think you've been here before. My name's Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. You ask questions, I answer. If anybody's got it in to share this broadcast with their friends, I sure would appreciate it. The app insists it's a good thing to do that. Ali Watt, or Ali. Will Zach respond to my heartfelt message today or this weekend? What kind of a heartfelt message was it? Was it a Valentine? At the bottom of this, I sense frustration with Zach. Ali and Zach. Zach's not responding. It's the Bibiana. You just keep trying, babes. Ali and Zach. Zach's not responding. Ali and bleeping Zach. What's going on? Zach's not responding. Ali and Zach. Come on now. Trying to get back together. Okay, so look. Here's the situation, people. Everybody gather around. Let's make a circle around Ali right now. All right. Ali left a heartfelt message for Zach. You know Zach, right? Sure, he's cute, but there's other things going on there. Anyway, she wants him back. I know. Left a heartfelt message. Nothing. Yet. Ali and Zach. Ali and bleeping Zach. How long's it been, Ali? How long does the Ali and Zach saga cut across time? Bleepin' Zach. Bleepin' Zach. That's right. The homestead. Hey, homestead nurse, how you doing? Ali, you sent it this morning. Oh, wait, so this is fresh. This is fresh. Ali and Zach. Ali has sent a heartfelt, thank you, Devisha, has sent a heartfelt message to Zach, and we're wondering what the energy is of it. Oh, sweet Ali. Do I have a card for you? It's the Cup of Love. You got the Cup of Love, sweet Ali. And I am not, as your friend, going to steer this in any direction except for the obvious one. This bodes well for the you and Zach situation, okay? This bodes well. Now, you've heard me say it 1,000 times up here. I don't think these cards predict anything. For all I know, Zach is literally, like, getting on an airplane and leaving the country right now and never explains it to anybody again. But this card says something about massive divine love. And given your question, I'm tempted to let you walk away with a smile on your face. Is that so wrong? No. No. Oh. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. Now that we've gotten that out of the way. No, more dancing. It's Friday. I have to ask if there are any more questions for these cards. Have we exhausted it all? Is it gonna? Oh yes, of course. It's the Bibiana. Sorry, it's the Bibiana. Look, it's the Bibiana. You did it. You got your question through. I saw it. It's the Bibiana, and I pray. Oh, Bibiana. Sorry, Queen. Is Ivan serious with our relationship? Is Ivan serious with? Sorry, Queen. Is Ivan serious with our relationship? Is Ivan serious with our relationship? I've got questions about Ivan. Question number 1. Is he serious about our relationship? Let's find out. Oh, Bibiana. Bibiana asks, is Ivan serious about our relationship? Yes, yes he is. Oh, Bibiana, Ivan serious. Ivan wants to Go on a long, passionate, experiential journey across all of his life with you. Wow, that was either a good thing to do or a very bad thing. Checking the follower, the room. I don't think it sent anybody running for the exits, but I think if I'd kept it up, that wouldn't have been the case. Oh my God. Bibiana, are you happy now? Huh, Bibiana, are you happy? Sing it! I'll sing it. Some people are starting to figure out that there is a musical aspect to this whole thing. I'm not going to give any hints. Fred, get over here, aka Raphael. Raphael, you just hit the chat. I'm stopping. Raphael asks, what does LDR mean? Shit. Sorry, dude. Have someone new. I saw her story on Instagram with flowers. Long distance relationship. I got it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Raphael. Oh, everybody gather around Raphael right now because I feel Raphael's pain. Check it out. Who here hasn't felt this one hit on some level or another where you're in a long distance relationship, right? Now, the last time I was in a long distance relationship was like a trillion years ago, before the phones existed in the current form, so I didn't have social media there to torture me endlessly. And I mean, it would have tortured me. And if Instagram had freaking been around when I was in my LDR era, I would have been so unhappy all the bleeping time. And here you are, Raphael. Does my long-distance relationship partner have someone new? Why do you ask? Well, when I go onto her Instagram story, what do I see? She's holding flowers. What's the deal? Well, excuse me, Raphael. As your very old, new friend from the internet, I can say this. And also, I'm tempted to lapse into this jar. As your spiritual attorney here, Raphael, I advise you to walk directly up to this person, get into their face, and say, "What's going on? I'm insecure right now because of those flowers." Just do it, all right? Like, stop playing games. Get answers now. Life's too short. And the longer you sort of sit in a long-distance relationship, like sword fighting with yourself in your own head, it's gonna decay from there, King. You better get in there and just like clean it up, is all I'm saying. And what do I mean by that? I mean, be honest. I'm worried. I'm insecure. I love you. I see you in a different context than I'm used to, and I'm worried and I'm insecure. Will you please make me not feel worried and insecure because we are in a relationship? It's as simple as that. And if you have any doubts as to whether you're allowed to go down that road, your buddy Open Phones can tell you, you are. Do it. If you give a bleep about the relationship, you will. And if that's too strident, I apologize. I'm going to give you a card right now, Raphael. Wow, I think I was trying to give my 17-year-old self a lot of advice in that one. Thanks for being the vessel for that, Raphael. Here we go. Does my long-distance relationship partner have someone new? No. No! What did I just get done screaming at you, Raphael? Be honest. Be honest. Be authentic. Take all of your spiritual clothing off and stand naked in front of this person and say, this is who I actually am. And I'm not trying to be like saucy or cute in that. I'm saying like, that's what this symbol means. Go be completely without armor right now. Do it. Do it. And find out what happens, because one of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to be like, actually, yes, and now that you've come to me with such openness and honesty, I can say, I do have someone new, and I'm sorry that hurts you. Or they can say, get over here, you big lug. I love you. You're crazy. Which will it be, Raphael? Go find it out. And then let us know, please, what comes from there. Now I want to know everything about it. Now I want to know everything about it. It's 9 a.m. here in the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood, California. And we are throwing cards. I've probably got another half an hour in me before I have to gracefully pivot to adult land. I know. Well, it's Friday at least. We made it to Friday. Venus Day, the day of love, lest we forget. Should we let's just drop one on everybody. Hey, Grishna, how you doing, honey? Here, I'm gonna just drop a collective on everybody now, because I'm in the mood for it, and we're all... Whoa, Nelly. The homestead nurse has a report from the field, declaring that it is 11 a.m. there in Satan's red butthole. And I believe that is the first time that I've used the word butthole on the broadcast. Thanks for making that happen, the homestead nurse. Missouri. Oh, hells yeah. We got Missouri. Okay, yeah, let's do I'm in Hollywood. Where's everybody else? Where is everybody? We got Texas. We got Missouri. My band played St. Louis once. It was scary but fun. Florida's here. I love this. I've never thought about it before, but look at how big we are. Look at how much we span the globe. Idaho is here. Oh gosh, I've heard that Idaho is beautiful, Kelly. Oh my God, we got a deja vu moment from the viewer named Tuberculosis Enjoyer, which is very provocative, saying that you got extreme deja vu when I used the word butthole. Well, congratulations. St. Louis, we got a St. Louis. Dang. Okay, well, obviously, we span the country, and sometimes even the world. Tiger Toffee was here. I know they're from South Africa. And we had a different South African person in the chat earlier as well. Huh? I know, right? Victor has just hit the chat as a newcomer. Hi, Victor. How are you doing? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where I answer your questions for free. And you've asked your question twice now. Oh, Vic. Come over here, Vic Mo Automobiles. Will I find true love soon? I don't know, Vic. Does it have to be true? Can we just get you a date first, Vic? Can we just get you a Tinder profile? Does that have to be like a home run right out the gate, buddy? How can Victor tune his spiritual engine to best magnetize it for the locating of true love? Ooh. No big deal, Vic, by the way. Thanks for giving me a hard one on a Friday. I'm teasing. Well, am I going to find true love soon? I don't know, man. Dex says this. Vic, you caught the tower. Now, what this suggests, Victor, is that there is a desperate need for evolution that is gaining pressure inside of yourself, okay? You, my friend, need to reach for specifically need to reach for the Jodorowsky interpretation of this card, where this is a structure that is filling with pressure, and it eventually is pressing against the walls, confined. But to break out requires the leveling of a previously erected structure, which can be, yes, a trifle intense. But to not do it is to perish. So Vic, maybe it's time to think about knocking this tower down and setting yourself free into the star card at 17. Have you ever thought of that? I wish you nothing but luck, Vic. All right. And if I've been in any way flippant where I shouldn't have been, you know, I'm not trying to be. But I want you to find true love. And so I give you this advice with that there it is. You say thank you. That's all I need to know. Vic, don't forget me. Don't forget me, Vic. It's Open Phones. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Vic. Come and update us on your quest for true love. I want to know. I want people to get their true love and their twin flames and their soulmates all squared away. You know. Samantha, I don't think I've given you a card yet today, but I know you're here. Would you care for one? And that goes for everybody here. Who needs a question answered by these cards? That's my question. Always. Come here, Sam. Sam. So, okay, Carolina. Samantha, Carolina, Bibiana. Beautiful. Samantha's card is coming up next. Davisha, of course. Davisha. Tell me. Synchronicities. I love synchronicities. Sam, I'm bringing you in, Queen. Mwah. Samantha, ooh. We're in the realm of passion for you, Sam. And in the sevens, no less, which means that something inside of this card is suggesting the need to either spiritually grow or work in this moment to achieve some form of destinational control. This card asks you, where do you want to be as it pertains to your passionate world, your fiery world? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Because you're going to need to reach for that and decide and then go there. And you say, boop, 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 boop. Yes, this is accurate. I'm asking myself the same question. Well, you know, it's like, then you're on the right trail already. The one thing I can say about this, Sam, that's a little bit of pro tip style advice is that if you ideate this card as not the number 7, but as the combination 6 plus 1, then you might get somewhere interesting, because if you think of that self-love 6 as being the foundation of the energy of this card, the strength at the end of it, and that number 1 then being the Magician's Wand, you get a sense of how this card can become deeply, deeply powerful once lived. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Davisha, thank you. Davisha. Oh, Davisha. Sorry. I caught it. Davisha. I can pronounce a name. I'm always so excited when I can actually learn how to pronounce somebody's name. Davisha, would you like a card? You haven't opened. Davisha, you gotta... I'm gonna beat it into the ground. Now I'm gonna beat it into the... Davisha. Hey, Davisha, what do you think, Davisha? Do you want a card, Davisha? Do you? Sweet Lady Sleaze, you know I'm gonna drop a card on you. Stick around. I got Davisha in my sights right now. I sense Davisha wants a card. Could I ask a question, though? Of course. What do we say if not ask a question of the cards? File your question, please. Davisha asks, so my ex came back, but then ghosted me. Davisha, whenever I see that bleeping word, I start to see red, ghosting. Ghosted you, huh? Can I just, for the love of God, can I please just say once again that when somebody ghosts you, that is a deeply disrespectful move, and that you should not ghost people. Well, I mean, wait. Rewind what I just said. I don't tell you not to ghost people, because this audience would never do such a thing. But what I'm trying to say is that you should not tolerate a ghosting. You shouldn't. It's a bad omen, all right? Like that. If somebody can just ghost you, that. Anybody? Am I making sense here, or is it just an old man just yelling at the clouds? Does my ex who ghosted me want a proper relationship? Does my ex who ghosted me want a proper relationship? Do you, Davisha, do you want a proper relationship with the guy who ghosted you? Your ex, no less? Oh, Davisha. Let's just see what the cards have to say. We'll start with one card and see what happens. All right, Queen. We'll start with one card and see what happens. Navisha asks, does my ex who ghosted me want a relationship? Yeah, exactly. Okay, look. Davisha, what you see right here, I probably don't even have to tell you, is the Nine of Swords. What do you mean, damn it? That's not a damn it, Davisha. Don't be damning that. This is the deck confirming something. In my mind, anyway, it's confirming that you have a job to do, and a powerful job at that. You got Jesus Christ, really? I don't ever do that sort of checking to see. Interesting that happens. Anyway, thank you for noticing it. Davisha, this is like an invitation for sword removal. You've got to pull these swords off of the wall, each and every one of them, and replace them with the sword of truth in your stomach. What? Yeah, the one that's right here. That voice, that energy that speaks, especially when we're upset. That's when you should listen to that voice the most. You go in there and you find out what's going on there. What that voice needs. Okay? Not these 9 swords. Okay, well, look, I don't mean to be repetitive, Davisha. You know I hate to be repetitive, but obviously the job is still there to be done. And I know you've got it in you, Queen. And please don't let me pressure you. It takes as long as it takes. As long as you know that you're doing it. As long as you understand between yourself and yourself that you are making active strides toward that goal, you'll understand on some core subconscious level with yourself that you've got your own back. And if you have your own back, like on that level, you're sure to win. It's just that if you don't know that, if you don't trust yourself to have your own back, you've got to reach for that and reach for that stability first, really. And then start yanking these swords off the wall, all right? You can do it, Davisha. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Everybody tell Davisha they can do it. Carolina asks very politely, come here, Carolina. Hi, Carolina. My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we throw questions and cards live from the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood, California. I know. How did I get so lucky? Come here, Carolina. You say, may I have a card, please? And I say, oh, Carolina, yes, of course you may have a card. Are you ready for your card? Are you ready for your Tarot Morning Wisdom card? Sure you are. Let's find out what it is. Carolina asks for a card. Carolina gets a card. And Carolina gets a big one. Oh, Carolina. Carolina, you have been presented with the Hierophant. Big number 5. Boom. And inside of this card, depending on... Well, first of all, Carolina, I don't know the first thing about you at all, but if there is even one tiny shred of esoteric intention inside of your life, then this Hierophant is asking you to sharpen it and move towards the next rung of that ladder. But if you're listening to that and saying, what the bleep is that dude talking about? I thought I just was going to get my fortunes told. Well, then I'll say this. This is beckoning you towards, growth, essentially. Growth, effort, work, call them what you will. It's definitely calling you to action, all right? And sending you on a quest for some form of divine wisdom if you want it. And if not divine wisdom, then wisdom self, just information. Get educated inside of this card. Find God inside of this card if you want. And on that, I throw the symbol into your lap, Carolina, and see if it makes sense. Hi, Mathisha. Bren, I didn't answer your question, Bren. Get over here. Come here, Bren. Bren filed their question hours ago. And I think it was something along, like, what you were looking for some direction in your life, sweet Bren, is that right? at 9:15 Pacific on a Friday. Sweet Bren. Let's bring Bren in and find out what's happening. What area of my life requires more attention right now? Let's find out. That's a perfect question for these cards. Hi, Emily. How are you doing? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. I throw tarot cards at your questions for free. You go ahead, ask. I'll get to you, Matisha. Be patient. I'm trying. I'm doing Bren right now. No. I want to do your question, Matisha. But Bren's looking for some direction right now. And Bren, there's your question. What area of my life requires more attention right now? Asked Bren, and the cards say this. Bren, the cards say this. Are you ready? I don't know what the cards could mean, though. This one's a stumper for me. I'm not quite sure what the cards are telling you. You asked what area of your life you need to pay attention to right now, and the cards said this. I just don't know how to interpret it. What could the cards be saying? Does that hit Bren? Does seeing two people with cups of love in their hand, toasting and staring into each other's eyes meaningfully mean anything to you in this moment, sweet Bren? Thank you, Sabrina. Sabrina gets it. Emily, I have been throwing cards for a whopping 3 years. Does anybody here have a piece of, like, how would I answer that for Emily? Because anybody that's been here sees exactly what I am doing. Am I energy reading? I don't know. Tiger Toffee. Get over here, Tiger Toffee. I owe you a card, Tiger Toffee. Come here. Do you have a question, Tiger Toffee? Give me a question. Oh, honey. Oh, Epinetti Mpofu, I believe is the pronunciation. Come here. Epinetti, come here. Hi, Epinetti. My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. Come here. Will we get through what we are facing with my husband? Oh, hon. I sense inside of that we, a family, in trouble, right? Oh, no. Of course, I want nothing but for you. Thank you, Emily. Let's see here. Epinetti Mpofu says, will we get through what we are facing with my husband? And I'm going to add one little word to that, potentially, Epinetti, which is how. How might we get through what we are facing with my husband, huh? How can we lead the way through this? How can we persevere in this moment of bleeping difficulty? Cards say, be in your active headspace, okay? Look for ideas here. Look for clarity. Do not rest. Get on your horse and ride like the Knight of Swords would have you do. There's urgency sometimes attached to this card for a good reason, because when you need truth, sometimes you need to move fast on that, and this card can sometimes suggest that. But one way or another, what's suggested here is action. Thank you, Emily. It's Fats Walla. I hope to God it's public domain. It seems like it is. It should be, in my mind. I don't know. Why do I have an asterisk about that? Because when I put this stuff on YouTube, it gives me a tiny little copyright thing, but I think it's just from like Belarus or something. Belarus, sorry. Sorry to all my Russian fans. Okay, come here, Matisha. Get over here. Matisha, how you doing, queen? Told you we'd get to you. My name is Open Phones. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. We throw cards and questions all morning long. I've probably got about 10 minutes left in me. Does Fabian have feelings for me? Oh, jeez. Fabian plus Matisha. Fabian plus Matisha, they are friends currently. Friends, you know. Fabian plus Matisha. Matisha. I'll get to you, Tiger Toffee. Fabian plus Matisha, I promise, Tiger Toffee. I'm not leaving without doing Tiger Toffee's cards, okay? I've said it 10 times now. Fabian plus Matisha. Fabian plus Matisha equals Fabian plus Mathesha equals... Ooh. Fabian plus Mathesha equals... lots and lots of fiery energy, okay? Lots of passion. And I will suggest this, that inside of this Five of Wands, there can be chaos, as indicated by the artwork. There can be confusion, but there also can be the deployment of a leader within that confusion staring directly at you, Mathesha. There's a lot of different wands inside of this, okay? And yes. What you see here is kindling for the fire, but you need to organize the kindling into nice little neat logs, perhaps, and go towards Fabian with intention and as the Hierophantic seeker, instead of waiting it out or seeing what happens otherwise. Do you feel me? Be in power. Be in control. Be the driver of that situation, according to the fives. All right, Tiger Toffee, get over here. Tiger Toffee focusing. Hey, Darla, how you doing? Susie Oops is here. Holy smokes, everybody's here. Go follow Susie Oops. That's a fun account to follow. Go follow Darla Dempsey. That's a fun account to follow. There's so many fun accounts that hang out up here. It blows my mind. There's Sway Lexi, I want to do you. If somebody's on it, hold on a second. Okay, Tiger Toffee. Is there a question for you, sweet Tiger Toffee? Have you filed it? I'm looking rapidamente here, but if you could just repost it. How am I doing? Okay, you just want to how am I doing? Come here. Okay, Tiger Toffee, I'm ready. Tiger Toffee from South Africa is here. Okay, we ready? Tiger Toffee saying, hey, how am I doing? How am I doing? How am I doing, says Tiger Toffee. Deck, give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. Tiger Toffee just wants to know how they're doing. Huh? Huh? Tiger Toffee, the card that has dropped in this moment for you, sweet Tiger Toffee, is as follows. Here's how you're doing, Tiger Toffee. 8 swords drop, and I'm really kind of glad that we caught this card here so I can say this to you and to everybody. Look, when you catch this card, step 1 is to scan your experience for ways that you may be trapping yourself on the beach of this card. You might be choosing the swords when you need to be choosing yourself. This card indicates a mental prison, self-created, okay? And suggests that like sword clearance will create agency for you and ultimately strength. You remove these swords and you become more powerful. And each and every one of these swords is an errant thought. A thought that can pierce you right there in the side, right there in the stomach, make you feel like garbage all day. Why do I feel like crap all day? I'm just in a bad mood, I guess. I'm just depressed. Well, if you keep on quietly chasing those thoughts down, one after the other, eventually you're going to realize they're all coming from your own head. Ugh, I know, but once you find that out, you can go to the voice inside of your own mind that's having the trouble, and you can console it. Give it a big old hug. Tell it that you got its back, because it's probably some form of a little kid in your head that doesn't know that you've got its back. Their back. You do that enough times and all of a sudden these swords go away. That's all I can tell you, sweet Tiger Toffee. And I wish you nothing but luck. Nothing but luck. Oh. 9:24. I've got 6 minutes left in me. 6 bleeping minutes. Rue, I haven't answered your question yet. Come here. Rue, God love you. You are so patient. It's Aries season. I'm an Aries rising. Can I please get a card? You're welcome, Tiger Toffee. I'm glad that I got to your question. I hope it helps. Of course you can have a card, Rude. Sorry it took me so long to get to you. Sorry it took me so bleeping long to get to you, Rude. But I'm here right now. May I please have a card for Aries season? I'm going to send this out to all the Aries. But specifically to you, Rude. Don't get it twisted. It's like... You're the fire horse. We're in Aries season. Mwah. Oh, look who's back. Rue, this is skipping all... Well, you know what? Guess what? There is fire kind of suggested inside of a King of Swords, which we just got done seeing. Rue, you as well have gotten the Knight. Did I say King? I meant Knight. Knight of Swords, suggesting that you also, according to this deck, need to be outwardly seeking in the realm of intellect, in the realm of truth, in the realm of will. You always got to assume that the court cards are holding swords of truth in their hand, not swords of human frailty. Do you know what I'm saying? And the Knights are there looking for something that they need, that they want, or that they've been sent after on a mission. Thank you, Colleen. How are you doing, Colleen? Does that hit, Sweet Rue? I hope that finds you. I hope that finds you. What up, Ron? Colleen, welcome to the broadcast, Colleen. How are you doing, Colleen? Colleen, how you doing? Wait, Sweet Lady I just saw... where are you? Oh, Darla. Let me do Darla real fast. Darla, you're a Sagittarius. Got any vibes for next month, sweetie? Yeah, let me look at Darla Dempsey. Darla, you're fun, Susie. Darla Dempsey asks, I'm a Sagittarius. Got any vibes for next month for me? Darla, the cards have said something around that same passionate struggle in the fives that we saw earlier. I'm going to simply predict, Darla, that next month a roving gang of 5 young lads are going to arrive on your doorstep, and they're each going to be brandishing wands, and it will be your job to teach them how to form these wands into some form of a tent? A teepee? I don't know. You're going to have some passion on your hands, Queen. That's all that those cards are saying. Colleen says, I wish my name was Susie. I saw the cutest TikTok boozy with Susie. I don't know what that means. I love your vibe, Darla. Soy Lexi is here. Sweet Lady Sleaze, thank you. Sweet Lady Sleaze, that's who I was looking for. Get over here, Sweet Lady Sleaze. Get over here. What's next? Asks Sweet Ladies. Hey, Peachy Keen, how you doing, Queen? Go follow Peachy Keen. Peachy Keen's doing God's work up on their account, for God's sake. Okay, here we go. Sweet Lady Sleaze, you come here and you ask what the cards want you to do next. The cards want you, Sweet Lady Sleaze, to find a way to participate in the creation of joy. 3 Cups fall, one of the most positive cards the deck has to offer, Sweet Lady Sleaze. Sweet Lady Sleaze, you're supposed to go out and celebrate. Find a way to be inside of a joy creation environment where active love, active emotional bounty is actively being created in the actual present moment. That is your recommendation as to what to do next according to these cards. Yeah, great news. Oh, Not Julian's mom is here, and I know they need a card. Get over here, Not Julian's mom. Another regular from all the way back. Here we go. Not Julian's mom. Yeah. I'm glad you said yes, otherwise I would be totally doing an unsolicited throw, which I don't think is quite ethical. Not Julian, Mom. Happy March 27th, 2026. Happy Venus Friday. Your card, your Tarot Morning Wisdom card for this Friday, March 27th, is as follows. Health, and also ... an angel ... The idea of being by the water is inside of this card. The idea of alchemical transmutation from one state of being to a different state of being is inside of this card. And of course, crucially, what is the Angel of Temperance, if not a card which is grounded Am I right? Divine health and an angel's wings. Not bad for a weekend. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo. It's 9:30. I gotta dump pretty soon. I gotta boil. Boil? I gotta bail. Sorry, a typo. A typo in my own head. That's actually what just happened. Thank you, Colleen. All right, I'm gonna do crazy unique gem. Rose, you just popped in. I say hi, Rose. My name is Open Phones. This is Terra Morning Wisdom. I'm on the way out. Soy Lexi, don't go nowhere. Ask your question, I'll do it. But Rose said card pull, please. I saw that word, please, and I couldn't resist it. So I'm doing it. Ready, Rose. Rose, your Terra Morning Wisdom for this morning. And you want a general too, Soy, huh? Okay. Rose, your general is as follows. You, sweet Rose, have been given the priestess, for pity's sake. Jesus Christ. Not literally. So, inside of this priestess, you've been slammed into the idea of the gathering of wisdom, obviously, inside of a priestess. That's what she's doing there. She's guarding a veil, the veil of the universe, and she is bringing in power, okay? She is a virgin, importantly, in the mythos of the deck. It is the Empress at number 3 who becomes fruitful and multiplies. This is, therefore, kind of a colder energy to bring in, but that's not a negative. It's suggestive of a necessity for that to gather power and force to bring to the next stage where the heat does come through. Does any of that hit? Now, Soy Lexi also needs a general. I'm knocking out these generals real fast. Soy Lexi needs a general. Because I'm starting to get texts about, and Peachy does too. Thank you. Soy and Peachy. Let's do Soy. Of course, Soy. What am I going to do? Blow you off? Hell no. And God knows if ever anybody walks out of here feeling like I missed them or I blew them off, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I promise. Soy Lexi's general card of the day, thank you, Queen, is as follows. Ooh. Soy Lexi, you are being beckoned to the beautiful opulent garden of the Nine of Pentacles. Now, there is a hermetic energy inside of this, meaning that like there might be a need to be alone suggested inside of this. But it's not a negative aloneness that I see inside of this card ever. It's a satisfied, celebratory aloneness that is earned. Go find your rare bird. Go stare at it longingly all day long. Often, also, this card, at least in my experience of it, can track towards the idea of being grateful for that which you have already given yourself. Okay? Like your self-love has generated something in this universe, in this material world. Here it is. Celebrate it. Does that track? Does that hit? Now, Peach E. Keen, it's your turn. And if you sense me being a little bit more pacey, it's because I actually do have adult responsibilities. I know it seems insane that there's other adults in this world that would be like, yeah, that guy, give him money for stuff. But it happens. At least until enough people from this community reach out to me to do a private tarot read. If you would like to do that, please inquire within. All right? It's starting to happen. The sooner that it happens, the sooner I can do this crap all the time. Crap? Yeah, I'm being casual about that word. I don't think it's crap. I think it saved my bleeping life. Is that not casual enough for you? That said, if you're interested in private reads, let's discuss. And you can always go to the links that are available where they obviously always are. And you can just go straight there and sign up at this point. I've created a whole thing where you can just go and choose your slot and you're done. Go do it. You don't even have to talk to me. Oh, Soy Lexi, I cannot wait to go 13 cards in with you. Okay, Peachy. Peachy, are you ready? Mallard or Maillard 00. The app is telling me that you should follow me. Sorry, I don't know what, like, that's so strange. the app was like, hey, that guy Maynard or whatever seems like they're into you. You should ask him to follow. I'm like, okay, Peachy. Okay, Peachy. Are you ready, Peachy? We're doing it. It's 9:35. I'm going to do one card to get us out. That'll be my Tarot Morning Wisdom card, which I'm going to throw into a 13-card Solomon spread. And I'll share it for you. I'll put it in my stories. That way you'll see how that can unfold for me. You can look at where the tower shows up to this time. All right, Peachy Keen, are you ready? I mean, Samantha, yeah, I've done it on Twitch a bunch of times, but like the thing is, up here, it's a presentation problem. A lot of it, it's like, how do you show it? All right, Peachy, here we go. Oh, Peachy, the deck wants you to embark on your own mission to remove the swords from the black wall. Obviously, you don't get 9s handed to you as assignments unless you are deeply powerful inside of yourself. And here, the suggestion is to seek clarity in the realm of the mind. Seek the clearing out of swords. Are there things that have got you wound the bleep up, Peachy King? Because this card suggests just that. Whatever it is that's got you keyed up, as they say, is coming forward here. It's a rest day. Oh, well, but all right, Queen. Well, look, if your mind is completely uncluttered right now, and you look at this card and say, "Oh, it's a perfect confirmation." Okay, look. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. All right. Oh my God, friends. All right, I am throwing the last card of the sesh. It's the last card of the sesh. And it's for everybody, but it's mainly also for me because I have to give myself some Tarot Morning Wisdom, don't I? Sure. Okay. I just want to say while we're shuffling, OMG, all the love in the world to y'all for making this a fun and exciting and funny and emotionally. You might see my earlier post later. It'll make sense. Oh, sorry. Oh, a post. I see. Yes. Oh, everybody go follow Peachy King. I already said that. My zodiac signs. Me, no, I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Taurus. But I'm an Aries cusp. I was born, so that everybody can draw this into your calendars. I was born on April 21st. It's coming up, isn't it? All right, one last card for the collective, aka also for me. One last piece of Tarot Morning Wisdom to send us out into our weekends, where I wish everybody the healthiest, the happiest, the safest, the most fun time. Be loving out there, friends. May every errant ex either pay the price for their sins or come back and make everybody happy. Okay? I'm pulling for everybody out there who's got that, whose ex has wandered off the reservation. A lot of ladies out there are just like cowboys staring off of cliff edges into the distance, wondering where the cows went. All right, here we go. This is my Tarot Morning Wisdom. And it goes a little something like this. I accept. Oh, deck, let me say it on the internet here in front of God and everybody. I fucking accept this card. Yes to transcendence. And on that note, I leave each and every one of you friends to your own transcendence. Thank you. I have nothing but gratitude for you. I don't know what I would do without something like this, if not exactly this, in my life in this moment. I'm so grateful. I will see everybody on Monday, unless you want a private, in which case you could get one this weekend. I have availability this weekend. Just saying that, just in case. So now I have to go rapidly jump in the shower, come back, and pretend like I'm a grown-up. I love each and every one of you. Thank you very, very much. I will see you on Monday, if not before. Bye, bye, bye. Bye.